The Golden Bachelorette. I'm convinced Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple will be together forever. Their family drama is behind them. January 9, 2025. Hello, Bachelor Nation news fans. Welcome back to the channel. Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple have been under a lot of scrutiny since getting engaged on The Golden Bachelorette. But I think they're going to get their happy ending. 61-year-old Joan and 60-year-old Chock never thought they'd find true love again later in life, but that's exactly what happened. Joan, a private school administrator from Maryland, made her television debut during The Golden Bachelor, the first unscripted dating show for older singles. When things didn't work out between Joan and 72-year-old Jerry Turner, she was cast as the Bachelor spin-off's first female lead. During the first night of The Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Joan met 24 single older men, including Chock, an insurance executive from Kansas. The emotionally charged season ended with Joan giving Chock her final rose. Chock got down on one knee and proposed to Joan, who happily accepted. They rode off into the sunset as an engaged couple, and though many people think Joan and Chock are going to break up sooner than later, I believe they're going to prove everybody wrong by living happily ever after. Joan and Chock's family dramas explained. Since getting engaged on The Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Joan and Chock have been focused on getting to know each other better and finding ways to integrate into each other's lives. Joan and Chock are both very family-oriented. Before joining the cast of The Golden Bachelor Season 1, Joan was a lonely widower. Joan was married to John Vassos for 32 years before he passed away in 2021, and the pair had 4 children together. Her children are now all adults, and some even have children of their own. For his part, Chock has 2 adult children himself, with his ex-wife, Heather Chapple, whom he divorced many years ago, after 12 years of marriage. Joan and Chock were determined to blend their families into one big happy unit, but things didn't go as smoothly as they'd hoped. Joan and Chock recently made some comments about their families that suggest trouble in paradise. Joan posted a clip on Instagram of her and Chock discussing their relationship. They talk about bringing their families together, which Joan admits has been a little harder right now. Joan and Chock blended their families. Joan and Chock spent their first holidays together as an engaged couple, and they took the opportunity to bring their respective families together. Joan and her children hosted Chock and his children for Thanksgiving at Joan's house in Maryland. Then Joan and some of her family traveled to Kansas to spend Christmas with the Vassos clan. The fact that Joan and Chock were able to work through their family issues is a great sign that they can work through anything. Since leaving The Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Joan and Chock have been determined to be one big happy family, and the holidays were a great start for the Vassos Chapple gang. Joan and Chock's families were able to put any drama aside and get together for the holiday. Joan and Chock posted holiday photos on Instagram, and everyone appeared to be happy as they hung out in their Christmas pajamas together. Entering into a committed relationship later in life offers unique challenges, and I love that Joan and Chock are sharing their struggles and milestones on social media. I think their radical transparency is a good sign that bodes well for their future. Will there be a Golden Bachelor wedding in 2025? The first Golden Bachelor wedding ended in tears when Jerry and 70-year-old Theresa Nist announced their divorce after only 3 months of marriage. Though the failed marriage hangs like a dark cloud over Joan and Chock's future, they're a much better couple than Jerry and Theresa ever were. Since getting engaged on The Golden Bachelorette, Joan and Chock have been proving all the naysayers wrong by being blissfully happy together. I think we'll see another Golden Bachelor wedding this year, and I hope Joan and Chock get their happy ending. Today, we're diving into the love story that has captured the hearts of millions. Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple, the golden couple from The Golden Bachelorette. Despite some early skepticism and plenty of family drama, I'm here to tell you why I believe Joan and Chock are destined to stand the test of time. Joan and Chock never expected to find true love again, especially in front of millions of viewers. But at 61 and 60, respectively, they've proven that love knows no age limits. Their journey to engagement on The Golden Bachelorette was filled with emotional highs, personal challenges, and an undeniable connection that makes me certain they're headed for happily ever after. Joan and Chock's journey to love. Joan Vassos made her television debut on The Golden Bachelor, the groundbreaking dating show for older singles. As a private school administrator from Maryland and a widow of 2 years, Joan was looking for a second chance at love after losing her husband, John, to cancer. While her connection with Jerry Turner didn't pan out, it set the stage for her to become the lead of The Golden Bachelorette. Enter Chapple, an insurance executive from Kansas. Chock brought warmth, humor, and a down-to-earth attitude that immediately stood out among the 24 men vying for Joan's heart. From their first conversation, the chemistry was undeniable, and by the end of the emotionally charged season, Chock was the one kneeling with a ring in hand. Joan, with tears of joy, said yes, and the two rode off into the sunset as an engaged couple. The challenges of blending families. Both Joan and Chock came into the relationship with full lives and loving families. Joan's 4 adult children were incredibly close to her, having supported her through her grief after losing John. Similarly, Chock's 2 adult children from his previous marriage were protective of their father and hesitant about this new chapter. Initially, blending their families proved challenging. In a candid Instagram video, Joan and Chock admitted that the process was a little harder right now than they had anticipated. There were concerns about how their respective children would adapt to the new family dynamic, with some feeling uncertain about their parents' whirlwind romance on national television. Holiday healing, the power of togetherness. Despite the early hiccups, Joan and Chock showed remarkable dedication to making their blended family work. Their first holiday season together as an engaged couple became a turning point. For Thanksgiving, Joan hosted Chock and his children at her home in Maryland. It was a chance for everyone to bond over shared meals and traditions, breaking down barriers and building new memories. Christmas brought another opportunity for family bonding when Joan and some of her children traveled to Kansas to celebrate with the Chapple clan. Photos shared on Instagram showed a joyful gathering, complete with matching Christmas pajamas and warm smiles all around. The holidays symbolize their commitment to building a united family, demonstrating that love and patience could bridge even the toughest gaps. Radical transparency, a key to success. One of the reasons I believe Joan and Chock are poised for long-term success is their openness with their journey. Unlike many couples who shy away from airing their struggles, Joan and Chock have embraced radical transparency. By sharing their ups and downs on social media, they've shown a willingness to confront challenges head-on and include their fans in their story. This honesty not only strengthens their relationship, but also inspires others navigating similar situations. Their fans' comments are filled with admiration for their resilience and hope that love can flourish at any stage of life. Lessons from past Golden Bachelor couples. The shadow of Jerry Turner and Theresa Nist's failed marriage looms over the Golden Bachelor franchise. The couple's divorce after only 3 months was a sobering reminder that love on reality TV doesn't always translate to real-life success. However, Joan and Chock have taken a different approach, focusing on building a solid foundation outside the spotlight. Unlike Jerry and Theresa, who seem to struggle with integrating their lives post-show, Joan and Chock have been intentional about creating shared experiences and addressing potential conflicts early on. This proactive mindset bodes well for their future. Why Joan and Chock are meant to be. Here's why I'm convinced Joan and Chock are in it for the long haul. Shared values. Both Joan and Chock value family, honesty, and commitment. These shared principles provide a strong foundation for their relationship. Emotional maturity. Having lived full lives, Joan and Chock bring a level of emotional intelligence and perspective that younger couples might lack. They're equipped to navigate challenges with grace. Chemistry. From their first meeting, Joan and Chock's connection was palpable. Their ability to laugh together, support each other, and share vulnerable moments is the hallmark of a lasting partnership. Dedication. Blending families is no easy task, but Joan and Chock's willingness to put in the effort shows their commitment to making their relationship work. A golden wedding on the horizon? Could we see another golden bachelor wedding in 2025? I think so. Joan and Chock's engagement has already defied the odds, and their steady progress as a couple is a strong indicator that wedding bells might be on the horizon. Whether they opt for an intimate ceremony or a televised celebration, their union would be a joyous occasion for fans and a testament to the power of second chances. Conclusion: Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple's love story is a shining example of what's possible when two people open their hearts to love later in life. While blending families and adjusting to a new reality hasn't been without its challenges, Joan and Chock's dedication to each other and their families proves they're in this for the long haul. Their journey reminds us that love doesn't have an expiration date, and that the best chapters of our lives can still be written, no matter our age. Here's to Joan and Chock. May their golden romance continue to flourish, proving to the world that it's never too late to find your forever person. Stay tuned for more updates on this incredible couple, and as always, thank you for being part of the Bachelor Nation news family.